Lloyd's on.
We're on. I didn't realize. Forgot to do the intro.
Oh, we're live?
We're live. Fuck.
Dude.
We just went straight live.
You should have waited to do this for Friday's show when you had a couple days.
Cheers, what's happening, guys? I just loaded up
to.
the new Roadcaster. I totally fucked up. Whatever. Hey,
Can you guys hear us okay?
Yeah, how's the audio sound? Probably sounds like shit, but
That's
whatever.
how it's going to roll tonight?
I think so. It is what it is. Our Roadcaster died last week.
Or week before.
Or whatever. So we've got a new Roadcaster, and I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't know if they can hear us. Nobody's responding.
Ian said it sounds good.
Okay.
Audio is fine. Womb. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
I was worried.
We'll get it better. It'll get better. It's a completely new interface over here. So
Looks like an 80s party.
It does. It's very colorful.
Very fluorescent.
And she can't
turquoisey.
hear me through the audio.
Nope.
And I can only hear. I have no fucking.
That's all right.
Whatever. Welcome to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. I'm Greg, and that is
Beth.
And I'm going to take these fucking things off now, so who cares?
So your ears can breathe?
Yeah. So there we go.
I'm
Whatever.
still ready for summer to be over.
It is what it is. Hey, by the way, Jess earlier, she posted this long diatribe
Hola,
about
friends.
being having a homeless person walk up to her and say she was pretty. He's like the first guy in probably, I don't know how long.
Gregory.
But whatever. I'm not
A-hole.
Hey, whatever. But she said, tell Beth she's pretty. And I was like, no, it's totally going to go to her head and boost
thanks.
her ego. And she said, you're an asshole, basically.
Yeah,
In
she
so many
knows you.
words.
She knows you pretty
so
well.
many words. So, honey, you look very pretty. You've got that red lipstick on, which was something that she had mentioned earlier in a earlier podcast.
Wow.
And she's like,
I got some feedback
so yeah,
that I should wear red lipstick.
goddamn right. I love you with red lipstick.
So
Hell yeah. You can even have bangs.
it was the first time in a long
Jess.
time, Jessica said.
You're pretty, girl. You're
Really
good. Don't
Boys are
worry
just
about
stupid.
it.
Boys are just a-holes.
You having a problem finding a boy is not a you problem. It's everybody else's
It's
problem.
a boy problem.
Boy
All the boys suck.
That's it. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks for
So,
bearing with us on the intro to that. I totally
there was
fucking
no
had it
intro.
on- I had it on the wrong screen and everything. I'll have to go ahead and
So
give a shit at this
I know
point.
I keep saying this, but I'm going to reiterate. I am ready for summer to be over. I mean, it's
Mhm.
ridiculous when you blow dry your hair to dry it, and yet it's still afterwards you're so sweaty it's wet again.
You just got a new
I know, but no matter when you blow
blower
dry your hair,
dryer
plus it's
thingy.
like 80% humidity. Today it was only 46 with
Wasn't
a
that
60
bad. Yeah.
with a 63% dew point. But
It rained. I was at the gym.
Oh, it did?
For
Oh, not
5 I was
today.
inside. I was meeting with a guy. I'm going to tell you guys about him in a minute here. And over by the
that's
gym,
good.
rather. And we were inside, and it rained for like 5 minutes.
yeah.
Come outside, and it's fucking
So there's a small chance of rain today and tomorrow. not
mosquitoes
much.
everywhere.
but
Just
small.
carrying kids off. and
But-
stuff, so.
Yeah, it's the dilemma of a girl with curly hair wanting straight hair and everything she has to go through.
That's wintertime for you is straight hair.
Yeah, more straight anyways.
Yeah.
It's not still not
Yeah,
straight.
absolutely.
But it's better.
So you know where you can find us. Find us out on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all the places.
DJ said he'd fight a homeless person for Jessica.
The homeless person was nice, evidently. But you can find us everywhere.
Yeah.
Basically, you
We
can
are
find
everywhere.
a podcast, right?
We're everywhere.
You can check out the Castro Files
these are
if you
filthy.
don't mind. Go out and give us a like and subscribe to the Castro Files channel also, where we do just kind of a fun little creepy, weird couple of stories on a Saturday. We record them on
I think
Saturdays, drop them on
ALW
Sundays.
watched it when we dropped it on
Mhm.
Sunday. She was like, y'all are scary.
It was fun. So if you guys have interesting stories you want us to talk about, fucking let us know, man. I think this weekend I've been debating on picking up I've got a close alien story.
Oh, I don't have one
Like
yet.
UFO
You already have
story.
one?
Well,
Oh,
the
yours is
family
old
one.
school.
Well, I told it on this show
Yeah.
a long time ago, but I think that's a good place to retell the story with a little bit more background
Okay.
on New Hampshire, especially New Hampshire. Aliens. My brother's probably one. It's not illegal, but close to it, right? But there's a million different things. Like we've talked I've thought doppelgangers. I've thought
Yeah.
like all the shit that of course I can't think their names, like the old couple that used to
Oh, Warren and
the Elizabeth and
no, not
whatever
Elizabeth.
Warren.
Warren and something.
No, it's Elizabeth.
Nope,
It's Warren's the last name.
But his name's not Elizabeth.
Whatever.
The
Whatever.
Warrens.
The
But
Warrens. But you know, there's a million stories. So go out and check that
Google
out if you
for it.
don't mind. Also, Alex Chichov sent us. I gotta get it out of the way.
It's plastered on the boobs.
Plastered on them boobs. Some
Ed and
TNA
Lorraine
drinks.
Warren.
Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah.
Thank you. Fucking Alex sent us some shirts. Just said, "Hey, what's your address?" And I was like, dude, come on, man. You're always kind of like, I don't want to spend any money and stuff like that, And dude, he sent us each a couple of shirts.
Yeah,
They're
nice
awesome.
shirts. Yeah.
Hell yeah, they're the super comfy ones too. So
I like the color on
thank
this
you
one.
so much. Go out, support TNA Drinks Podcast. They're out on YouTube, iTunes, they're out all the places, especially out on their Instagram page. So make sure you guys give him some love. Chichov is the shit. Absolutely.
Yes.
And if you can slam a beer as fast as that dude can.
Dude, him and the guys that do
I
it
don't know
for him
how
too. I'm like,
he stands up in his studio.
because he does some of like IPAs and sours and shit. And I'm like, ooh,
it's like drinking a bottle of wine or maybe a half a bottle. I don't know. Whatever.
It's like drinking a lot.
It's some of that shit's there you go. You're on there. Thanks, dude. We appreciate you very much.
Yes, we like them very much. We got excited.
Check them out, man. So we had to rep them tonight. Absolutely. We had to wear the different ones too.
Yeah, we can't be Twinkies.
Yeah.
Like we were that one day.
We've done that multiple times.
Yeah, but not
for our
as bad as
anniversary.
when we were in New Braunfels and we both had the Bards Open shirt on and we both had blue shorts on and flip flops.
We literally
I was
walked
like,
out of the bathroom in the bedroom looking exactly the same. So cheers, man. We appreciate it. Also, go out, check out Minor League Studios page. Bill Schofield put a shit ton of effort and time into that. I think Davey helped to design some of the website and the website for the app or for the phone.
The app for the phone, you mean?
Yeah, there's not an app yet, but that'll come down the line. If you're interested in doing something like getting a small podcast out there, go out there and do that. I think it's pretty cool. So,
right.
Lastly, just real quick at the top. I'll tell this after. I'll tell that.
You're all business.
Well, in my
business.
It's my feel.
You're all
good.
business.
My feel good. I kind of alluded to it a
Business.
minute ago. I met a guy.
Met a man.
I met a man. Wasn't down by the river, anything like that. It was just a man. Cheers, you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. What's that?
What's the Eurythmic song? Dun, 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 dun. Missionary Man.
I don't know.
It's the name of the song. Missionary Man.
Maybe.
Oh, you young
Missionary Man. I mean, who the Eurythmics?
Mm-hmm.
Is that?
It's either Annie Lennox or the Eurythmics.
That's what I was gonna say. It's Annie Lennox.
But this is the band. I think did it. Her and that guy.
I'm not a big fan of David Bowie.
No, not David Bowie. She was not in a band with David Bowie.
No, I'm sure she sang with him at some point.
I have no idea.
I'm not a big Eurythmics fan.
Certain songs. It's very a sequential 80s.
No.
Yeah.
No, I just don't care for him.
Yeah, well, you don't have
If it
very
wasn't
good
like
taste.
Fugazi
You
or something
really
like
don't
that,
have
then
really good taste
fuck
in music.
off.
You don't like
The
a lot,
Eurythmics?
but you don't like a lot of like you don't like Led Zeppelin.
Nope, they weren't the
You're
80s.
not crazy about Rush.
Nope.
These are all classic bands. How can you
The
not
80s
like
was
those?
not classic
I didn't
band
say
era.
80s. I said you don't
Era.
have good taste
Era.
in music.
Era.
I didn't put an era to it. I said you don't have good taste in music overall.
Right, Ruben? What happens in the locker room after jiu-jitsu stays in the locker room after jiu-jitsu. It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, go out, check out the new podcast that dropped on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
It's an hour and 45 minutes talking with a PhD in biomechanics.
Wow. You have to be fucking smart.
Dude, guy, my brain hurt. But you could break it up. We talk about all sorts of stuff, and it's pretty cool because
You need to watch it.
one of the bigger things was talking about, I'm always interested in like, okay, I see a lot of kids in the gym lifting heavy, doing stupid shit, right?
Like when you say kids,
Like
like,
10-year-olds,
okay,
12-year-olds.
truly kids. I thought you were calling
Not
like a
as- not as much
17-year-old
in
a
our
kid.
gym
I'm like, not so much a kid.
anymore, but you see it happen from time to time where you see somebody in there like coaching them or something like that, and you're like, dude,
He doesn't need to be lifting that hard for his size or age.
It's not like the young Tarzan kid. Remember him? He was like the little Russian guy. He was like this big, and he was like just. Grr. It was like maybe
Was he a gymnast?
15 years ago or
Because
something
gymnasts
like
are always like cut
Yeah.
and buff just from,
that. And
not from lifting weights, just from flipping around
so
on the
Jason
floor.
was like very specifically, he's like multi-sport kids, and this was like one of the biggest
Right,
takeaways.
DJ?
Multi-sport kids are, kids that do like baseball and football and soccer and track or something, some
Yeah.
mix have a higher performance
If they do a
peak
bunch.
later in life meaning instead of like I've thrown 100 baseballs a day for 10 years and I'm 12 or something, maybe not 12, 13, 15, 16,
15,
something like
yeah.
that, whatever. If you wait and you do multiple sports and stuff like that until you're through those, you still have fun. You still learn how to throw a baseball correctly. You still learn how to kick a soccer ball. You do all those sorts of things, but they'll peak later in life and have a higher performance level.
I wonder if there's people who would disagree with that.
He's got the science to prove it. That's what he does.
But not everybody's the same.
No, there's probably the one-offs.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
but in general, so go watch it. It's an hour and 45 minutes. You can just fast forward through the bullshit that you don't want to listen to. Because sometimes, like even during it, quite honestly, during it, I was like, dude, I'm overloading on shit. You know what I mean? You're just like,
I can't listen anymore.
Yeah. Because you're trying to digest all of that shit,
he's wicked
which is
smart.
interesting. So it was cool.
He's wicked fucking
Check
smart.
it out, man. It was on, I dropped it on Monday morning, just kind of a heady kind of conversation. I did that intentionally because it was Monday morning. I don't care. Monday morning versus Monday afternoon after you're done working all day.
Why don't you should have done it at like noon so people would listen to it at lunch.
Well,
but I guess you have people all over. So
it's all good.
Oh well.
He's definitely a Wham guy.
Yeah.
No, not a Men at Work.
Wake me up before you go.
Oh, that's what's his name?
George Michaels.
George Michaels.
Boy George, totally. That's Culture Club.
I don't know.
And then he also went on his own.
I did have a friend like way back in the day that was like a huge what's
George?
the first one guy?
Oh,
George Michael fan. And I was like, well, we were skateboarding buddies.
I don't think people knew.
And
he liked it. So what?
Yeah.
A lot of people liked it.
Not really.
Yeah.
Did they?
You're a ninny. You have no idea. You were so young. You were 6 in the prime of the 80s. So, or 10. I don't
10.
I don't.
Thank you.
You still like that purple dinosaur when you were 10. I love you.
That wasn't around when I was
me.
around, you
Sure
dumbass.
So you still liked him when he was around.
No, everybody hated it. Okay, you want me to get you on something?
Barney, nope, don't do it.
I'll create a little button that's
it.
got a shark song on it.
Doesn't
Just
bother
for
me anymore.
you.
Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark.
Every one of these,
They're gonna be flipping me off.
Fuck you, man. It's all good. All right, let's jump into it. All right, shall we? Have you guys heard of vabbing?
Manu though. Ugh, I didn't like.
Do you know what vabbing is, honey?
I don't.
So, vabbing is this new perfume, if you will. And does anybody know what vabbing is? Let me hear on the boards if you do. I just heard about this shit. And I was like, what in the fuck is that? So the reason this got me.
And who's saying it's a new trend? Okay.
It's a thing.
Okay.
The dude I was talking to today, he goes, yeah, I heard about that. And I was like, what the fuck? Because I was like trying to give him a background on like what the stories we do for our regular show. Doctors warn that the vabbing trend could cause thrush or infertility.
What are you licking shit? Because thrush is a yeast infection of the mouth.
It's all over TikTok, Jess said. So TikTok has been, first fucking word, has been the origin of many strange social media trends over the years, such as the Gentlemanians phenomenon, the penny challenge, and famous relative checks. But vabbing might just be the strangest one yet. You ready? This is off Lad Bible. Vabbing is a mishmash of the words vagina.
I knew vagina. I knew you said the V, and I was like, it's got something to do with the vagina.
And dabbing. Just think about it.
Like that dabbing or dabbing?
What do you think it is? Vagina and dabbing. Little dab will do you. What do you think that is?
Your finger? I don't know.
All right, you ready?
I'm not weird like that.
And it's a practice.
Things?
It is a practice that sees people with vaginas, because they can't just say women anymore. Yeah, that's illegal at this point.
Well, if you have a vagina,
even if
somebody made it for you and you have a vagina now, you're a woman.
I don't think it has the same sense. You'll get what I'm saying. People with vaginas take their genital secretions and then dab it on their skin in lieu of perfume.
That's just, I mean.
So you go. Little on the side. Little on the side.
What if your vajayjay smells bad?
Right. I don't know the rules behind
I've definitely
this.
walked into some lady stalls and been like, damn, somebody needs to take a shower.
Goddamn, really?
Yes.
I mean, that's not because they just took a giant dump.
No, I'm not talking smells like poop.
Ooh.
Yeah. I also have very strong olfactory.
Stop it.
I do. My taste buds in my
smells terrible.
But why I don't just go. They make shit that's like there's a candle that smells like a vagina. There's probably body spray that smells like a vagina out there already too.
You think they probably axe that up, right? No pun intended. Like axe spray.
No,
like,
you don't want to put axe spray.
That bad.
No, there's stuff you can't.
Do they even know anymore?
They're
what? It's like halitosis of the vagina.
Oh no, you know. You know.
You know.
You know. You know. If you know yourself at all, you know when you're not fresh.
Okay. The idea is to use one's natural scent and pheromones to attract romantic attention. And according to TikTok users, it works.
That's called pheromone.
One TikTok user said Vabbing 100% works. It offered I got offered 2 free drinks at the pool, and then a guy literally came back and gave me a gift.
Nothing to do with her.
Another user said, I've been doing it for 20 years. A third added, that thing is witchcraft for men.
I mean, and I guess you get thrush because you put your mouth on?
I have no
where
fucking
they
idea.
Wiped, like if you start making.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I hadn't thought about that.
He licks her and that's how he gets. But I don't understand how you get thrush because, I mean, you have oral sex, you know.
All right. The trend is amassed approximately 13 million
Sometimes
views.
When I pee at work, I'm like, yeah, I remember last night. I worked out so hard today, I'm wheezing.
By the way, if you're not listening, if you're not on the boards live on this, you definitely need to. 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, Wednesday.
I would never either. It's
the
so
trend
gross.
has amassed 13 million views on the social media platform TikTok, and according to estimates by the Independent, multiple health experts have come forth to yell no to the unsanitary practice. Fortis Hospital gynecologist Uma, can't say her last name, told the Indian Express that the trend has no scientific basis at all, as humans don't experience the same basic scent instincts in the way that other animals do.
Yes.
Women's Health spoke with Hannah Patel, a doctor with a female health specialist in South London, who warned people against contemplating trying the trend. There's no potential to get there's potential to get infection. We have bacteria and fungi on our skin, and if we upset the vagina's natural balance, it can cause a local.
Well, I mean, if you're sticking your finger on your neck and then sticking it back in your vajayjay, I mean, don't do it so many times. How about you just do it? Well, a little dab will do you on both sides. Nico said babies get thrush because of the immune system, and typically it's because of they put like pacifiers drop on the ground and people wipe them off, but it's not really
women's vaginas.
No,
what's happening
just
here?
Thrush is like from
bacteria
just buildup.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
It's just like a lot of times
I've
it
heard
happens
thrush.
because of.
I mean, I know kids get it.
Pacifiers get dropped or bottles aren't clean enough.
Roger. I'm just saying.
Kind of gross.
909 tonight. That's because I had a panic attack over the soundboard not working.
What's 909?
Lloyd said the podcast went on 909. So shit.
That's pretty good for us.
We secrete the same pheromones through the glands of our body.
Pheromones
that we have on our skin, or we have it everywhere else, rather.
Yeah.
We have pheromones in our sweat. We also secrete pheromones through urine, and we don't put that on our bodies.
No, and you can actually buy pheromones.
Unless you have athlete's foot. I've heard people pee on their jelly beans.
No, when you get stuck in the ocean, stung, not
jellyfish.
Jellyfish. I was like, that thing that stings you. Didn't you see Friends? Monica got stung by a jellyfish. So Joey saved her by peeing on her.
There's absolutely no need to use your vaginal discharge on other parts of your body to attract a partner.
All right, I'm going to have to go TikTok this.
Show's over.
I'm going to have to TikTok this because I want to see
how many people are...
What people are saying, first of all. And so here's the thing. So
Ruben, I just see message retracted. I'm like, God damn it.
So
what could
here's the thing.
Dr. Nico the Greco.
Was you and your best friend were talking? You're like, dude, let me tell you what I tried. And boy, did I get laid. And the friend said, ooh, I'm going to try it. And then she shared it with 3 more friends. And all of a sudden it became a TikTok thing. Like, how does that even start?
TikTok. I had another story from TikTok. We never got to it, so I kicked it off. And it's like people do dumbass shit on TikTok, and it's like the planking.
Not always.
Like,
the corn one is very cute.
It's all the stupid ass challenges, right?
You see that little boy about corn?
Oh, no, I haven't seen the corn one.
Oh my God, he's so cute.
Okay, there can be some funny ones, but 99% of them are dumb as shit, right?
I laugh my ass off sometimes. I think the challenges sometimes are dumb as shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're all considered challenges, but 99% of them. So one is like where you jump up in the air and your friend kicks your feet out from under you.
Yep. When you come back down, you mean?
And you smash your head on the ground and a girl got fucking paralyzed from it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Dumb. It's like back in the day, we didn't have social media, but it was like the pass out thing. You ever play the pass out game?
Not very often.
Like hold somebody against the wall, basically. It's basically
wake up with a wicked headache.
It's like standing jujitsu.
You're basically suffocating them for a moment.
You're just shutting off their brain. You just squeeze their neck.
I think I did it once, and I was like, I don't ever want to do that again.
Yeah, exactly.
People are like, it gives you a buzz. I'm like, you need
that's your brain restarting, dumbass. That's why you tap in jujitsu, because you're like, I'm browning out, right? In one of those things. So, yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I know we're all dumb as
She's
kids.
not paralyzed. She's being easy.
What?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
My laugh is horrible tonight.
So, it's just kind of think about it.
You never know what to expect from the
Tide Pod challenge. It's the fucking planking thing.
The tortilla one was kind of pretty funny.
The tortilla
with
one.
With a mouthful of water. That's flipping hilarious.
Somebody's suing somebody over the goddamn tortilla, and they're douchebags. I understand this.
Yeah.
But,
you can't blame somebody else for your stupidity to try something somebody told you to do. If you try that, that's on you.
Absolutely. Want to hear a funny story about Elvis?
He has left the building?
This is going back, and I don't know how this just came up and how I never saw this, but
she's just being easy.
The story of Elvis having an orgasm in leather pants on stage.
I'm sorry, what?
Leaves people disturbed.
I mean, it depends on how hot he was when he did it.
I'm just saying. It turns out no one was left more shook up than Elvis himself during his infamous 1968 comeback special on NBC.
Comeback special?
C-U-M back special.
They don't always spell it like that.
According to the musical special's producer, Steve Binder, Presley made an oopsie in his own pants while performing on stage. And
an oopsie sounds like a poop.
We aren't talking about
a poop.
That kind of oopsie. The star reportedly had an orgasm through the excitement, forcing costume designer Bill Ballou to gather up all the hair dryers he could find in a bid to dry the stain.
Okay, the stain's not going to go away.
And understandably...
And if it's leather, just wipe it out.
Anecdote has left a lot of people feeling unnerved. So you can actually... This is a very famous
So
performance.
Hold on. So are they saying what made him orgasm? Like, what was he so excited about? Was it like the thrust of his hip in his pants? And he's like, oh, this feels good.
Probably the pants, the leather pants being too tight.
And it felt a little friction happening.
And all the cocaine he was on. I mean, I don't know. I've not done that much. I have not done
not done that much.
I'm like, I haven't done that much cocaine. I'm like, I haven't done any cocaine. But
me neither.
I've heard that you don't get off from cocaine.
That's what I was gonna say. I heard that.
But there's got to be something in his system.
In my mind, I feel like it would deteriorate your body's
An extract from the Binder's book 68 Comeback Special, in which he described the incident recently emerged on TikTok when social media. This guy shared the post captioned, "If I had to be cursed, this will with this knowledge, so do you." And they explained. So here's a fun Elvis fact I learned against my will. We all remember the leather suit from the movie, right? I remember that because of how awesome Austin Butler looked in that suit. I don't know who the fuck that is. But the actual suit that Elvis wore for the comeback special, let's just say comeback special, would be the correct description. Holding
Ruben said Elvis had a pants oyster on stage.
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
That's Absolutely. So gross. Oysters are disgusting.
Now there is a lot of rumors that when Elvis came backstage after the first session, he was dripping with sweat from the hot lights. When Bill Ballou took off his shirt and pants, he discovered that Elvis had orgasm during his performance. I mean, you're super excited.
Must be.
Right? It's a comeback special.
And he was shaking his hips so much.
How many performers do you think have actually had that day?
I don't know about orgasming. I think pooping.
Well, that's what they said. And it's like, could it have been just, he had to like
pee really bad?
There's been plenty of performers that's happened to.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And marathon.
I think like who was the Black Eyed Peas chick that was
Fergie?
That happened to her like.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I saw it. It was this like.
You saw her pee on stage?
8 years ago, it was video all over the place. Yeah. She was like in the middle of a performance singing and shit. And all of a sudden.
She's like, I can't hold it anymore.
It just, the dam broke.
Well, if you're bouncing around and shit.
Amphetamines makes more sense? Maybe. I don't know. Womb said cocaine is not congruent to male orgasm.
I don't.
Is that, Greg, I remember that. Is that more along the line of conducive to a male, the comeback song by Darius Rucker? Yeah. So the TikToker went on to say Bill was freaking out because he didn't know if there'd been enough time to dry the pants before the next session. He gathered up his wardrobe staff and all the hair dryers they could find.
I don't understand the hair dryer thing. That's not going to get rid of the stain. I mean,
dude, shouldn't that be, even if you're like a
shouldn't you have like multiple pairs of those pants
he was like,
ready?
All I gotta do is take a shit and eat a peanut butter and pickle.
Maybe
and
you have a couple pairs of those pants because I mean things happen, right?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe
because remember when we saw Maroon 5. Dude, his zipper wouldn't stay open, and so he had his guitar in front of him on that whole first song, and then he disappeared, and he came out in different jeans, sweatpants on. He made one of his guys that was backstage working. Yeah. I need your pants, and so I mean, maybe they don't bring multiple, but you would think. I mean, come on, be a diva.
Otherwise,
bring
maybe you have
things.
to run back all the way to your bus.
No, have some right there.
That's a wardrobe.
You have a wardrobe person.
What's her name do? Fucking Jackson do?
Janet Jackson did nothing. That ruined the world because now we have a 5-second delay.
Should have just run off stage and grabbed another bra. Just taking that one off.
She didn't have a bra on.
Whatever those things, corset, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She did.
So I mean, you know,
gross.
Other comments and so one person added, "I have so many questions, but I don't want to know the answers." While third said, I could have went my whole life without knowing that. Other comments said, no actual way. I learned this ages ago and suppressed it. What have you done? Oh my God. He was grunting so much.
What have you done? All right. Well, we're going to move on from Elvis and his prize in his pants.
I know. But I mean, it's a good story to know. You guys can look it up yourselves.
It's definitely
check it out. Right. You got to you have to learn these things for yourselves. So I can't make up all the rules. Right.
Moving on. That's a burp.
See, now you know he's always like shucking his hips.
Okay, you don't know how to dance, and that's not how he did it.
Down.
So, well,
flip-flop.
Even if you were standing up, baby, dancing is not your gift.
We did a
I'm all shook up. Hey.
You left that bass way down on this thing. Way back in the day,
it was pretty low.
I did do a this is like when I was a little kid. We did a what do you call them? A lip sync to Elvis song. We practiced for days.
Oh Lord,
we lost.
I mean, who's we?
Me and my two other buddies. I think I was like 9. Not the first lip sync contest. Or that was the first. Not the last.
There was video recorders in the day back then, but I don't know if your mom would have been able
girl said, "Let's hear some more, Beth."
Yeah, no, you don't ever really want to hear me sing longer than the few bars I can hum out and put it at tone because that's a miracle in itself. So Saturday is National Cinema Day.
Okay,
and theaters all over the nation are having all movies will be $3 on Saturday. We're going to the movies.
Every movie theater.
You have to check in your area, but for the most part, it's nationwide. San Antonio has a ton of them.
Okay.
But so it's National Movie Day on September 3rd. Typically, or not typically, historically, Labor Day weekend is not a huge box office weekend.
Because everybody's drinking, partying.
They're out in the sun. I mean,
it's your last weekend.
Yeah, especially if you live like in a cold area, it's going to start to get pretty cold after Labor Day. But so they're trying to entice people. Of course, and so they made it. To hit
the theaters.
Yeah, so this is a brand new holiday. So National Cinema Day, and everything. Like literally, they're like
keep that in mind, guys.
$3 price point, count for all movies, all showtimes, and all formats in participating theaters, meaning you can watch an IMAX or 3D movie in a theater with reclining chairs at 8 p.m. on a Saturday for just $3.
It's not bad.
Yeah, and if you find one of those ones that'll serve you food, now your food's not going to be $3, but at least now that you've only paid $3 for your movie ticket, you can afford the food.
Right. You can go see Maverick. If you haven't seen Maverick,
yeah, they said there's probably a high likelihood that Maverick will be at some of those.
I saw another one.
The one that I was thinking we could go see is The Invitation.
What the fuck is that?
The vampire one. Remember where she meets her long-lost family?
Might be fun. Maybe Sunday.
Saturday is the $3 day.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, we can.
I've got too many shit. We're doing 2 shows on Saturday.
You got to have a life.
We're too busy.
Yeah, it's only one day that it's $3.
They serve beer at our fucking movie theater here. So yeah, no, we're down.
Yeah,
Evening.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just gotta add that's all you had to say. They have beer there.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
AKA wine for me.
Yeah.
And butter.
There was another movie that they said that they were re-releasing.
So they name it, because the other one might be good to see is the Bullet Train, the Brad Pitt movie. Have you heard anything about that?
Yeah, I'm kind of gonna watch that. I'm waiting for that.
Waiting for that to come out in cable.
Yeah.
Then they have some other ones like Top Gun. So they were saying there's a good chance of summer blockbusters like Top Gun, Maverick,
Top Gun again,
and honestly. Minions: Rise of Gru. I wouldn't. I'd go see The Invitation before I see Top Gun again. It's going to be on every channel 15 times a day.
Is, and you can go see it. You can download it for $19.99 or $24.99.
No, you can rent it for $19.99. Own it for $24.99.
Oh, okay.
Or you can wait a little bit longer and it'll be $5 to rent.
I'm telling you.
Which also freaks me out. I was telling you yesterday, Peacock, which I know is NBC, but when did they become such a big player in the cinematic world? Because Jurassic Park, the last one, World Domination, yeah, I don't know,
it
is going to be like, it's not going to HBO or Showtime or Stars or any of those big ones.
Maybe it is Jurassic Park that they're re-releasing this weekend. It's one of those fucking ones.
Peacock, and it's an extended version.
I don't give a fuck.
I kind of want to see it, but I don't want to.
What's the extended version? Like 3 hours of dinosaurs fucking jumping around? I can't tell you because I haven't
seen the original.
We could look I have no idea. Current and the extended and be like, you don't need to right now.
I'm not. I wasn't planning on it.
Well, thank you for that.
Oh, the Invitation made $7 million for its debut. That's pretty good for a vampire.
Oh, I did read. They're coming out with the more like Nopes, Jordan Peele. So the first one did so well.
It did.
Did it?
I don't know.
I'm making that up. I'm kind of being facetious, but I think it did all right. Ish. It kind of got like mixed reviews. It'll be definitely like a rental one.
Oh, there it was. It took a while.
And then he's like, dude, this is a whole universe that he's got kind of thought out to come out with more of those.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. But I know you said it'll be a rental. Nope. Let's see how it did.
Nope.
Oh, I put Mope.
Mopey?
Gave me the weirdest picture for Mope.
That's fucking...
Let's see.
That's Alex's rap
name. Tomato meter. Oh, so the tomato meter is an 83. The tomato meter. Fuck it. Was an 83. Audience score was a 68. So it's not a total flop.
Alex said, "Greg, keister some silver bullets into the theater." No, dude. Let's throw them in her purse. Nobody checks shit. Keister some Coors Lights.
Yeah. We used to do that. I've done that before.
Oh yeah. Bring some little
nip. Are you scared? Huh? No, I brought full bottles. Valerie and I snuck in like a 6-pack. And my big old purse, my big old Dooney and Burke purse, I was like...
Clang, 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 clang. I have nothing in here, sir.
No, you're smarter than that. You put paper... you leave it in the 6-pack and you put tissues between them so they don't click and clank. Come on, use your brain.
Just roll them in duct tape before you get there.
Then you put the bottle down on the floor and then you kick it in here. Clink.
Oh, Jesus. I was at a movie theater with
guess it rolls all the way to the bottom.
With Corey's brother Jay one time.
Yeah.
And this is
that's
back
all you
in
had
New
to say.
Hampshire. And dude, we were totally underage, right? And he brought in like a bunch of shit. And I was like, oh, fuck, right? So, but nonetheless, it didn't deter me from drinking beers or drinking fucking anything. I don't remember what we were saying. All I know is he had put it on the floor and he tapped it. And it was like a 5th of something. And you just hear,
no, exactly.
And you hear it going, the rolling, increasing, like all. And I was like, Dude, we're getting kicked out.
Only good news is unless you were in there by yourself, they have no idea who did that.
Yeah. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. Have you ever heard of quiet quitting?
I mean, is that the same thing as me dying and when I walk out of the gym?
Okay, so this is kind of a dumbass trend that people are giving themselves up on. Okay, so when you go into work.
Hold on. Okay. So I don't know if you saw Angela Girl is Allison's family.
Okay.
And she says, I'm so confused. I thought they were talking about bringing real bullets to the theater. So, me too. I thought they were like preparing for werewolves at first, like with the silver bullet. I had no idea that we were talking about beverages. So I mean, she's not alone.
I don't necessarily go to the movie theater without something, but I'm not going to bring silver bullets.
Well, I mean, that's what I immediately went, why do we need silver bullets?
That's just called
There's no werewolves.
I mean, you could bring
I'm just telling you the first thing that came to my mind.
Do I have a steak around here?
I am going through a huge paranormal romance phase. So like everything I'm reading for the last, I don't know, 3 days has been all paranormal. I think it's because
of the podcast we're doing. I'm going through like finding all sorts of creepy shit to talk about. And it's kind of going down quiet quitting. DJ, you're right. Quiet quitting is nothing new, right? So, and he said in the military he called it shaming. It's not the same thing. So in life in general, right? You have people that will just like do less than the bare minimum,
right?
And just not get fired because it's easier to keep those people along.
Right. Well, you've invested a lot of money in it and they are doing some work.
They're doing something versus absolutely nothing. But quiet quitting, people are starting to talk about it like, they're putting this shit out on their own social medias, right? And they're
advertising that they're quietly quitting?
No, they're not even well, kind of theoretically, yeah, they are.
Corey and Camden, that's who it was.
Sorry. They are. Oh, there. Okay, cool. They are kind of theoretically advertising that they're quiet quitting, right? Like everybody's had the day where you're like, fuck, I just had one of those days. I feel like I got nothing accomplished. And maybe it's because you were just.
I thought you were saying like you're pissed off and you're like,
well, no, there could be that day. There could be kind of multiple facets of it, right?
Like, that hadn't happened
fuck,
to me
I've
anymore.
had a day where I feel like I got nothing accomplished.
Oh, yeah.
Too many meetings.
That's
or
most
like
days.
That. Or you have a day you're just like, I'm checked the fuck out today, right? Like maybe it's after like a long vacation.
It's usually Fridays.
But that's different than being like, I'm just going to ride this out and see what happens.
And so what are people putting on their social media?
So that's exactly what it is. Now, a viral phrase, quiet quitting, which is known as fucking just milking it, right? Some say it means doing the bare minimum at work or just not going above and beyond. It doesn't matter. Hair on my goddamn mic. And then there are those that say it's about taking back control of your time and standing up to employers expecting you to do more without paying you more. How about motherfucker, don't take a job that you signed up for to get paid for?
Read it again.
There are those who say it's about taking back control of your time and standing up to employers expecting you to do more without paying you
That's
more.
what Jessica said too.
Right. So that's fair. Like,
I mean, but here's the thing.
I signed on for this. That's what I signed on for.
Here's the thing. Job roles change constantly. So maybe when you got the job, that wasn't part of the role, but now it's part of the role.
So reset expectations at your review or your review. That's called being a good boss also.
Well, no, but as an employee, you can also say, hey, I think we need to talk about my salary because when I took this job, A, B, and C, and now you've added D, E, and F.
So, but one thing of quiet quitting is not about is someone actually quitting, at least not yet. So managers and leaders, especially those facing staff shortages, might view the concept less as a threat than an opportunity to re-engage your employees. So whatever you want to take from that. A lot of people I know have businesses and, people who just get by with the bare minimum.
Right.
But,
and here's the thing.
But those aren't the people that are going to excel into your company either. And those aren't the people you want
because
to excel.
When the things started opening back up at first, restaurants, waiters and waitresses were giving you bare minimum. Like I remember asking for something and they would never come back. And I was like, how can you keep her on? She sucks. And I told,
but if
I try not to do this,
like
but she was like, she did this with like 3 things. And I was like, Listen, man, I know it's not your fault, and I know times are hard on getting good employees. I was like, but that girl, she's not representing this restaurant the way you would want her to be representing this restaurant. And he was like, thank you for the feedback. I was like, I'm not trying to get in trouble, but I think maybe you need to have a conversation with her. But there are things
like, especially now, it's like, dude, people are shifting jobs so much right now, like everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, I'm not happy where I'm at. I'm going to go here. The grass is greener over there. Right. I'm going to go there. And that's a big thing that's happening. But this is different. This is like, I'm just going to fucking milk this company and fuck them.
Well, because here's
kind of mentality.
Sometimes the train of thought is
irritating.
I'm going to do just the minimum. And
that's not restaurants.
I'm going to do just the minimum and see how long I can get by. And if they fire me for that, well, then I can still get unemployment because they fired me. I didn't quit.
Which is even more fucked up. That's like having no goddamn moral compass at all.
That's like having no gumption.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I really feel. I think it's also generational.
100%, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't do that.
Mm-mm.
Like, again, that's why I preempted this with like, everybody's got those days. Like I have a shitty day or I'm checked out that one day.
Or I've done so much all week, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm not having any meetings today, and I'm going to take care of admin shit, and I'm peacing out.
Yeah. Restaurant people, especially the folks, the people that were coming back and trying to get back into it. Restaurants were shut down. They can only get 3 people to come back to work. It's still like that in our area.
Yeah,
man.
Angelique girl said, now you don't have to do anything and the company will keep you. Corp companies has 80 posted.
Jesus, yeah.
Corey's company
80 posted. That's crazy. That's insane, right? And
here's the thing: they can't get anybody because nobody wants to fucking work anymore.
And dude, we're a year past all the bullshit. No, it's fine. That's kind of the whole point. That's why I wanted to get you. I want to get you fired up.
Chicks with dicks. I missed this. What?
Nico, okay. I don't know. I don't know. That's a different pipeline to go down.
I know that. I think they're talking about something else.
So this is CNN article. It says genuinely on managers and authentically understand where people are coming from. Now,
well, I mean, yes, you have to know your employees. You have to know what remember the phrase "big red boat." What's their big red boat?
I don't remember that one.
So it was a theory where a guy was working and somebody asked him,
I remember the one rowing the wrong direction.
Why are you working so hard? Why do you keep doing this day after day? Why are you working so hard? And he was like, I have a goal of mine. I want a big red boat when I retire.
Oh, okay.
So what's the thing that drives people, motivates people? I mean, as a good servant leader, you need to know that.
I understand that. But
and so that's how you motivate your people. Yeah. Like,
how do you reinvigorate them?
Sometimes you just have to be wicked honest with them. Do you remember David Stath on my team? He wanted to apply for senior, and I was like, nope. And he was like, what do you mean, nope? I kick ass. I'm like, I mean, most of the time you kick ass, but let me tell you where you don't kick ass. But we had such a great relationship that I could be like that with him. Now. And he didn't talk to me for like, he didn't talk to me for like 2 or 3 days.
He went to a different company and he excelled.
But when he finally got senior, he wrote me the kindest letter that I still have. Well,
but it's stuck in the back of his mind.
Yeah. He was like, thank you, because nobody had ever called me on the stuff that I didn't like. That makes you overall. And so you have to have that relationship with your employee
100%.
to come back and tell them, hey, you're not pulling your weight. If you don't have that relationship with your employee and you tell them, hey, I'm not pulling my weight, you're not pulling your weight, they're gonna be like, Ann?
Yeah, absolutely. So some comments just out there.
Restaurants.
Like, we work for a great company. You're right, we definitely do. But it happens. Who
said that?
Jess.
Oh.
But we do work. We work for a gigantic company, and it's similar.
Yeah, but I was also a leader for 10 years.
Yeah.
I'll never do it again. But there's ways to get results.
100%, right?
And you have to, it depends on the leader 100%.
That's different than just a person.
And a person doesn't leave a company, they leave a leader. They leave their manager.
That's a good way to put it. But
so your manager's not motivating you if you're quietly quitting.
You think?
Yep.
You think that's what it is?
I think it's both their parts.
Shitty leadership.
I think it's shitty leadership. I think it's lazy people wanting to do the minimum.
So then I see.
I think it's a bit of both.
So the side is this, right? So we have a gas station down the road, right? And they went through some new ownership and stuff like that, right? They fired a bunch of people.
which were really good employees and knew all their customers.
They weren't evidently that great of, and this is hearsay, but they weren't exact.
How'd you hear this?
Through some other people.
Okay.
At the gas station.
Okay.
The gas station I go to get beer, get
it's
whatever.
Like a little local Leon,
like
tiny gas.
We live in Helotes, Texas. It's fucking tiny, right? And but one of the girls who had come back and gone back and gone back, she lives in our neighborhood.
Okay.
She got hired on with them again.
Right?
Okay. And she's always there. Always smiling, always chipper, cheer. But she's had multiple owners of the company or of the small little gas station, right? And
you realize it changes hands that much.
I think it's only been a couple.
Okay.
3 or something, but it's been since 4 years that we've been there. So I don't know. It's just an interesting thing, and it's
at
the quiet station? Quitting. Nah, there's no, not at this. No.
They do have food there, but it's not sushi, and I'm still not going to eat that.
Snap into a Slim Jim every now and then.
That's not. They have like pizza or sandwiches or something.
That's all shut down.
Oh, it's gone now.
They don't. It's all back there. They don't do any of that. I'll snap into a Slim Jim, grab a bag of beef jerky every now and then.
Doritos.
Nope, don't even get those.
Or Cheetos. No, you don't have to. I'm gonna get Doritos or
that's
Cheetos.
where I get you your Pringles half can.
When I'm like, I need Pringles.
Yeah. So
fuckers are all
it's
broken.
an interesting phenomenon going on, but I don't think it's any different. They just added a name to it.
Yeah. I think it's nothing new. It's just it's a new term for it.
Right.
I do have to laugh because I guess earlier you said restaurants instead of restaurants.
Dude, I say funny. Things all the time. When we did our ghost show the other night, I said Snopes. And then, so I said that first, and then after I reiterated it, and I said Snapes.
Oh,
so yeah, I don't know.
What's Snapes?
I was thinking Snape from Harry Potter.
Oh,
like Professor Snape. I don't know. It's the only thing I could think of. So yeah, restaurants could be a good thing. You know what?
Quick.
Restaurants just made me think of, if you've ever been to San Clemente, the boobs.
Oh, the nuke plant,
the nuke plant,
yeah,
the reactors.
Yeah, that's how I knew we were close.
Mike, could we create a restaurant?
I knew that was my sign that we were almost to Brian Corey's or Mike's house. I'm like,
north on
there. The boobies.
Yeah, so.
I miss the boobies. I miss the boobies.
We're gonna save this one. Save 5. Meghan Markle. God damn it, she's done hiding. Evidently,
we care. I didn't even. No,
we care.
I didn't even notice she was out of place.
I didn't either. So it's pretty funny
because she's never really been in place.
This is featured.
I've seen her on 2 things.
It's featured on Apple News. Okay, she's done hiding, guys.
Well, is that why she?
It's been a few years since the Duchess of Sussex stepped away from the royal life.
Has it been that long already?
She's ready to share some secrets. Where the fuck is the article? Come on. In the New Yorker. Oh, Jesus. Now it's going to make me have the fucking...
Hiding what? Her titties are on the interweb.
Oh, man. I hate it when it does this. It ruins a good story.
I don't know what. How do you have them lined up? Shouldn't you have them
It was there. It was fine. It's kind of like that fucking thing. That thing's...
So we're going to skip 6 for now?
No, but because it's a big one.
Oh.
Just give me 1 second. Let me find Meghan Markle.
Well, I stuck a piece of chocolate in my mouth thinking you were going to talk.
How do you spell her last name? Markle.
Markel is how you have it on the paper.
Done hiding. It'll just take me 2 seconds here. We'll get it queued
a knob
up.
job. What's a knob job?
She likes giving knob jobs.
Oh. No, she's a knob job.
Or she a nut job?
No. I don't know. Maybe not
that's
nut. It's K-knob.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's funny how
it's weird. All these ones come up with she's hiding a huge secret.
Is her nickname Victoria?
I don't know, but I'm not paying $9.99 for this goddamn article.
No,
I had it for free. So anyway,
would you like me to try to look it up?
So she's got a new podcast.
Said it's Apple News.
Yep. Yeah, it's not going to come up. She's got a new podcast.
Wait, how does she have a new podcast when she didn't hold up to her arrangements on the original podcast her and Harry were supposed to do?
She evidently just started doing it. I think it was, how much was it? $10 million? Something like that. So, yeah, she's out of hiding. She's not going to be standing for it anymore. Nope, that's a 2017 article. Anyway, I'll find the article. We'll recover it.
Here.
You find something on her? Hiding? Is it coming out?
Meghan Markle's is done. Oh, you know what? It's there, but when you click on it, it probably makes you pay.
Is it?
I'm looking. Hold on. Yeah, you have to you have to get a monthly subscription.
Anyway, this guys know she's coming out of hiding.
I'm coming up.
And that's all I can tell you.
I want the world to know. Got to let it show. That's what she's singing right now. I'm coming.
Do you know they got paid $10 million or some shit like that to do like 20 episodes or some dumbass shit on Spotify?
I just don't know that they're interesting enough to have a
Her
podcast.
first one.
I mean, he is. I think he is with all his military, like in all the stuff he's done for veterans and all that stuff. I feel like that is probably interesting.
Okay, so he was forward embedded. Cool.
He was what?
He was embedded with the military long time ago. It was secret. And then they had to pull him back when like the fucking paparazzi found out that he was where he was and all that, right?
Right. Well, because he put everybody else at risk.
Pull him back, right? And this is his target. He's a high profile target. They captured fucking Prince Harry. Yeah.
Reporter slams Meghan Markle. She learned no lessons.
It's okay. Oh. So you go like, that's really when he stopped being kind of the cool dude. Because as soon as he married this chick, all shit fell apart for him. Really? Like,
she must have a magic vagina.
Dude, I don't think so.
Because I feel
maybe she was vabbing.
Maybe.
Fucking, she was Meghan Markle vabbed Harry Potter into marriage.
Harry Potter?
Yeah. That's the only thing I can think of. Why else? I mean, why else? She catfished him on top of that. So she catfished him with the vabbing because she's fucking 43 years old. And he could have any supermodel. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. She must have an amazing vag.
No.
Because not only any model in the world, but any girl in the world, probably. If you like gingers.
Hey, I'm not being ageist, obviously.
How old is he?
He's like, let's do a little homework. How about it?
She's 41, I think.
41?
Yeah, she's 41.
How old is Harry? What's his fucking last name? Potter. Nope.
Harry. I can't think of it now because you just put that
Prince.
Harry.
How old is Prince Harry? He's 37. How old?
She's 41. I just told you.
Oh, you did? All right. So 4 years. He could definitely have married down to like 26.
I swear. It must be magic.
27 without creep factor hitting.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's definitely not, Dane Cook level. He's fine. He's got a long way to go. I'm not saying he needs to be dating an 18-year-old or anything like that, but you know what I mean? Like he had Leonardo DiCaprio sitting on the boat in the Mediterranean just chilling.
Huh? Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio?
No, he did.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But no, now he's living in California.
I think he needs to shave his head. He's starting to go bald like his brother.
Looking at pictures of him?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Womb said you can go about 7 or 10 years younger. Yeah, I could see that.
Who could? He could?
Dude could go 10 years younger.
I don't know that you'd want to date a 27-year-old. I guess 27-year-olds more mature than like
fine. I think that's fine. But that's like when you're fucking, that'd be fucking 19 years from me. Jesus Christ. I'm like,
huh?
I'm 46.
Oh yeah, no, you can't date a 27-year-old, honey.
What's my minimum age if you die?
I'd say maybe
like 30,
35, 10 years younger.
And it goes up not 35.
Yeah.
That means there's a bunch of
when you
baggage.
die, I could probably go.
There's all sorts of baggage.
5 years younger.
Baggage.
Won't go older than 10 years. Ew.
Don't go older.
Depends on the dude.
Dude, no.
Depends on the dude. If he takes care of himself and he's a silver fox.
52.
He's a silver fox, and I mean, let's just say he also has money in his back pocket. Mama might think about it.
Because you'll have all my money too, you fucking
conniving
shit.
Butthead. I mean,
really.
Just because you die of mysterious circumstances doesn't mean anything.
Like, his body disappeared. I have no idea.
He went fishing and never came back home.
But he's never used a fishing pole in his life.
His kayak and him are both missing. It was Jaws. It was the Meg.
The Meg ate him in Medina Lake. That's empty right now. Fucking, I don't know. I'm thinking, yeah.
I think 10 years
46,
either way. 10 years
30,
lower for you.
30 A woman could, like, for me, I'm not saying that's the dead set.
You're not.
Probably won't.
You're not boxing yourself in anything.
I'm not going to box myself.
You're not limiting the opportunities that may present to you.
They could have, like, not saying a degree is a requirement, right? But there's some life experience there. Maybe that's the way to put it. There's life experience there, and no kids.
What's wrong with kids?
I don't want any fucking kids.
You wanted kids for forever. I bet you, if somebody was really cute, had a great job, and had kids, you would take her.
If they're 18 years old and they're moved out,
nope, I guarantee you. If she had a 5-year-old,
these rooms are not for that.
She had a 5-year-old, you'd be like, I could teach him how to skateboard. That's the words that would come out of your mouth.
No.
Yeah, and then I could teach him jiu-jitsu and taekwondo. It'll be fun.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want kids. God damn it.
Kids want you though, babe.
Jess, I know. I'm kind of intentionally saying this to offend you. That I'm offended. You're actually the one I have in mind. I'm like, nah, no kids.
Such an a-hole.
God damn it. It's fun, right?
But she knows this about you already.
I know. Have you guys seen the giant slide of death?
I'm sorry? Oh, you already showed us that.
Oh, did I last week?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
The one I said was so much fun.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I forgot to take
Hot single moms, Womb Raider said so.
No, you know what? I mean, that's I'm facetious.
I think that you would be fine with a kid.
Seriously.
Finally get your family.
Fishing.
That my wombs did not provide for you.
On a kayak.
I don't fish.
Like Texas, they require life preservers. Where was hers?
Greg would be an awesome dad. He would be.
Must have fallen off the boat. I have no idea.
I don't know what happened. What
happened is she took my truck out to the lake, and for some reason,
now I probably would not.
I just
remarry somebody with young kids because I don't have patience. I'd be like, do you get your kids every other weekend, or how often do you get them so that I can figure this shit out?
Hilarious. Like, how old are they? And
how old are they, and how often do you?
Are they going to get any of your money at any point? Because I'm not saying you shall.
And ALW said if they look like me, they'd be adorable.
Yeah, we thought about that, and I was like, our dogs are pretty fucking cute, so we're good.
Jessica said I saw that slide video with sound, and it was so much worse.
It is, dude. Yeah,
it's awesome.
Good. Yeah, I'm glad.
I loved those slides.
Sometimes I forget which.
I must have ridden it when I was very flexible still, and it didn't hurt me.
No, this one was like engineeringly disastrous.
Well,
like the way that
they were like that in the 80s too.
They were way more mellow. They were kind of just like,
I remember climbing like a stairwell.
Yeah, but they were still mellow. These ones were like,
I saw it. Yeah, that's how the other one. They did this the whole way down. Anyways, all right.
Funny story.
What?
This is yours. Go ahead.
Oh, the number 8.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, it's funny. Haha. So California voted that by, come on, work with me here.
2035,
there will be no new vehicles
sold that run on gas.
Yes.
So that was
new gas car sales
August 25th.
To ban new gas car sales by 2035.
That was on August 25th, 2022 at 8:30 p.m. It was posted on Newsweek.
Right.
This morning.
Oh, that's funny.
On Newsweek.
Yeah, August 25th.
California told
Eastern
not
time.
to charge electric cars days after gas.
Not to charge.
They weren't allowed because they're having fucking rolling brownouts and blackouts because they don't have enough energy.
You can suck it because how am I going to get to work? But they want you to buy these cars.
Oh yeah,
they highly encourage you
charge them because if you have a rolling brownout or blackout, right? So you have no other. So what do these people do? Ride your bike?
Take the bus?
No, but they've got to run on gas or electric somehow.
Oh, well, not till 2035.
You can't. You
so
already
you can
can't do this.
You can take the bus today. You can take the bus, a gas bus.
Oh,
now 2035, you can't take a gas bus.
Are you sure?
Yes. And you'll be able, here's the caveat. You'll be able to keep your, like if you have an older vehicle that runs on gas, you can keep it.
Oh, you're going to be grandfathered in.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Governor Newsom, for saving me.
What's going to happen is everybody's going to...
1990s fucking 7.
Everybody's going to buy a gas car like literally before the law goes into
everybody's
effect.
going to leave fucking California. Or the whole state's going to fall off.
No, because they have that billboard now that tells you not to come to Texas.
Don't move to Texas.
Yeah. However, 220,000 moved in the last 2 years alone. So I guess it says this is monumental. California Air Resource Board member said to CNN, this is the most important thing that CARB, which is an acronym for that one I just read, has done in 30 years. It's important not just for California, but it's important for the country and the world.
The world.
Dun, dun, dun. So board's new rule would also set interim quotas for zero emission vehicles. So you don't have to have a gas vehicle. You have to have a zero emission vehicle.
My name is great. Thank you, Ruben.
Focusing on new models. So starting in 2026 models, 35% of the new cars, SUVs, and small pickups sold in California would be required to have zero emission vehicles. What makes it a zero emission vehicle?
Oh no, you just run it off coal.
I mean, I was going to say
charging
ethanol.
The car.
Is that what?
No, it's zero emissions. There's no output. It's just electric, right? So the idea is that electric doesn't come from anything. We're gonna put fans on everything.
Well, but now you have fans everywhere. So the quota would increase each year, and it's expected to reach 51% of all new car sales by 2028, and 68% in 2030, and 100% in 2035.
Nico did make a good point, and this has just come out recently. Newsom's in-laws donated to Governor DeSantis, Governor of Florida. I think that is awesome.
I think that is
but no, it's fucking.
They're like, my son sucks, so I'll vote for you.
Fucking California, and God bless everybody who lives there. We love, like we've talked about this. I love California. It's a beautiful place.
Yes,
it's
fun to visit.
Pile drive.
It's fun to visit.
Like a cheap whore into the ground politically. You know what I mean? Yeah. The only place I want to go is Pacific Beach. Sit at
I Santa Barbara,
Lahaina Beach House.
I do the
sit
coast.
On that beach.
I'll do anywhere in the coast, except for where it's cold.
Moonstone Beach,
Santa Barbara,
beautiful. Santa Barbara, all the rich places. Like that's the only place I want to go.
Yeah, and you said you wouldn't do San Francisco anymore.
Nope, fuck San Francisco.
But here's what I was like. So California Air Register voted. So not even the people of California voted for this.
Who voted?
It says California air regulators voted Thursday to approve stringent rules that would ban the sale of new gasoline cars by 2035. Somebody voted those fucking people
in because, like, even the DOI, which our company has to deal with all the time,
yeah,
they're all elected officials, so they can go get fucked if you don't change, you don't vote to change those people out.
Right,
it's on you.
Well, and I guess the other thing I heard, it's been a little while, so I'm going to probably botch it up, but because of the new stuff that was written into the new environmental
act, whatever,
stuff,
which
is gonna, like, I guess people who have battery cars, they get something back every year, kind of like you do when you get solar.
$10,000.
Not anymore.
Oh no,
nope. This limit.
They're gonna get like a rebate.
They're not gonna get a rebate. This limits. It's only gonna be now from cars, I think, now forward.
Oh, good.
So I bet a bunch of people are not happy about that. Because, when your battery goes out, that would have paid for your new battery. I saw
somebody posted like a receipt and it was tagged with like Drinking Bros and stuff like that and Citizen Podcasts and stuff. So they needed like fluid change, like I think just like your hydraulic fluid change was like $200, but they needed a new battery. It was $26,000 for a new battery.
On an electric car?
On an electric vehicle.
Holy shit, that's what people make in the military.
Yeah,
that's somebody's salary in the military.
$26,000.
That's an A1 salary in the military.
Yeah, and it only goes like 200 miles. Fuck,
no, because that's the thing. Like, I love the big Tesla. I love it. I would love one, but I need a battery that can actually go for like 5 hours.
You can absolutely.
But it increases the cost.
You're going to pay $140,000.
Yeah, versus
for that car, right?
Yep.
Was it a Chevy Volt? Yeah, I saw it. $26,000 on a Chevy fucking Volt.
Can't even.
No.
Can't even.
No. I'm like, I saw one of those Mustangs over when we went and got food this past weekend or a couple weekends ago with your dad.
Oh, that I don't understand why you'd make a battery operated Mustang. But then I said, hold on.
They make
it. Well, it's not. That's what it was. I was like, they call it a battery operated Mustang, but it's not a GT.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not.
It's like the new Porsche Cayenne.
Right. Artemis 1 got canceled.
They did, and I can't get.
I think it's because the moon's made of cheese. Cheese.
It did. It was supposed to take off on Monday.
Yep.
However, they had some engine problems. I heard this like right before I came up here.
Conspiracy. I was watching. I saw a comment podcast post, and they said it's probably because it's made of cheese or something.
What happened
like
to my Artemis one?
So, I don't know what you guys think, but.
So here's the reason why it didn't go off today. At first I thought,
maybe it's got
weather?
a bullet in its eye or a missile, something like that.
It is because I guess they have to run the fluids through the engines to make sure they heat up properly. And they couldn't get the fluids to run through engine 3.
So it was a vabbing issue.
It was vabbing. Yes.
It was a vabbing issue.
Where's my article? Where'd it go? I'm pulling a Greg.
It was definitely a vabbing issue. They should have used some pheromones. Lubed that thing up.
Lubed it up. Here we go.
You got it?
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
So it was supposed to take off on Monday.
It is nice that she was going back to the Mustang SUV. It is nice.
It is cool. Nice, but you can't call it a Mustang.
It's not a Mustang. They should have just.
They should have been like, what's another horse name that's really cool?
I don't know.
I mean, because I get it. Mustangs are the wild horse, and that's why.
Palo Verde.
No, what are the pretty gray ones? I don't know. Anyways,
Arabian
they should have
Night.
come up with something else and not called it a Mustang. They should have called it like, or like the Porsche Cayenne, maybe the Mustang 4-door. I don't know. And I didn't like it, but I'm particular about my cars.
Yep.
They need to be sexy, and it wasn't sexy.
Sexy.
Okay, so that was supposed to go off on Monday.
Yep.
It didn't because
it definitely didn't.
They're going to try again on Friday. They're going to try to, yeah. They're going to try again on Friday.
Yeah.
If they can figure out why it wasn't working. It was
is this NASA or is this SpaceX?
NASA.
So
it's NASA.
So SpaceX would already be on the moon, but because it's fucking NASA and they're retarded, aren't they all the same fucking science? Like people?
No, one's public, one's government, right? NASA's government, right?
The fucking problem.
Yeah.
Damn it. There's your tax dollars at work failing again. Fuck.
So the Artemis program is, as you guys probably know, is aiming to get us back to the moon, right?
Shouldn't we just ask fucking Elon to do this and be like, just get over? I mean, I don't give a shit if it's Jeff Bezos to send the dick rocket.
What's the the Virgin Records dude? What's his name?
Yeah, that guy too. Yeah,
he just but his doesn't go into space, right? His just goes right outside
near space. Yeah, near orbit.
So you can float.
I don't fucking know.
So when it does finally take off, it will launch. They'll launch a 322-foot SLS mega rocket, and it's Orion capsule on a 42-day mission to circle the moon.
So this it's not even to land.
No, not yet.
We could do this shit 50 years ago, but we can't get back.
It doesn't have people in it because, of course, everything's a test. But it is going to have
monkey.
No,
we already did that a long time ago. Send a monkey.
That's not cool to do anymore.
One of those little drippy hamster water things.
It's not cool to do that anymore. Now they put dummies in there that are sensors that like
crash test on me.
Well, yeah, they have sensors to figure out the pressure. The They're going to have one of a man and one of a woman.
So they can actually test the jerking off in space theory because they told them they're not allowed to jerk off in space.
You think they do anyways?
Fuck yeah, like put a cup over it.
They just put the vacuum pee thing on it, and they're like,
I mean, just like, don't you?
But then how long? I mean, you better get it done fast.
Well, the thing
is, the girl gonna do though?
She's gonna get impregnated through her eyeball or something.
She's not gonna squirt per se like a guy would. Guys could be messy in space.
Girls could be real messy. That's pee anyway.
Yeah, that's squirting. I'm talking about regular.
I think girls could probably hold out longer than guys can when it comes to that.
That is being very, very
generous,
bold of you to say.
I'm saying that
because I know girls that are worse than boys.
Maybe, but those are the ones that aren't probably going to space.
What are you saying? People who whack off often are dumb?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You should.
What do you mean whack off? Like girls?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying guys are worse than girls.
But you're saying those that whack off often probably wouldn't go into space. Why?
No. I'm saying the opposite. Like, no, I'm saying I'm being very like boys versus guys versus girls. Like girls.
Oh, the guy who can't go without it very long.
Probably go to space and hold out longer than
guys can too, but they just don't want to.
Yeah, we just like. Like at a certain
and some
point,
girls
like,
don't want to either.
That volleyball floating around in here looks pretty good right now.
Stupid. Doesn't have a hole, first of all.
In my head, but I don't know.
Well, so they're saying that they want to have hopes to fly. So they hope to have Artemis 2 flying in 2024 with a crew to land targeted in 2025. They will use a SpaceX Starship lander to fly the astronauts to one of 13 sites on the moon's south pole. And they want to have they have specific type of gender and races that they're looking to put on the
that's
moon.
good. Yeah. Because that's important. Because we need to put...
It didn't happen. Fingers crossed it happens.
Shouldn't we just
Friday.
actually test like for midgets instead of like races? Like what happens with the pressure if you throw a little person?
Well, no, getting somebody to the moon in 2025 isn't about testing. It's about getting somebody on the moon after all the testing's been done.
Oh, so we need to make sure that like Indian people and Japanese people and
here's the thing. How about the best person, the best, or how do I say this?
Like
the
Native
most
Americans.
Qualified person, regardless of race and gender.
No, stop it. That's just unreasonable.
That's just me being like a dreamer.
That's unreasonable. Come on. That's what I'm saying. Like, let's actually test with little people.
I don't think their body's going to react
any different.
Loompas
up there?
I don't think their body's going to react any different than somebody that's
because
regular
at least
size.
they're an adult and they can agree to it, right? Versus like, say your parents, like over the past couple of years, not your parents, parents in general, with like stabbing their kids in the arms with like some artificial shit that they didn't really know what it was in it. Right. And the kids didn't really have to say it, but a midget or a little person had the option to.
That's different, though, because their body's completely grown.
Well, no, that's
kids
what I'm saying.
Are still growing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you could at least test it on a
we're
little
moving
person,
on because this is
shoot them into space.
Stupid.
They could simulate what it would be like sending a kid to Mars.
No, it wouldn't be because their body is fully grown while a child's body is still developing.
Is it? Is it really?
Okay, so what are we talking about next?
I disagree. Midgets are too dense. Womb.
I mean, they are pretty.
Why are you gonna be like that?
They're pretty thick.
They're thick. THICC. Thick.
Stupid.
You've never heard that?
Nope. All right.
Go look it up.
No. Thick. All right. Come on.
But why are you rushing me all of a sudden?
Because our food's in the oven.
I don't give a shit about your food being in the oven.
Let's will do if it's burnt.
You will be here now.
You can suck my right tit.
Hey.
Not my left one, just
sheath
my right
underwear.
One.
You know, if you're going to go into space,
make sure they're secure.
Find the final frontier. You're going to be walking, going to get gas pretty soon because you're not going to have any battery. You're going to be out of gas.
You're going to be walking because you don't have gas or battery,
going
apparently.
To space. Little people in space. You're going to need some comfy chonis, right? The dude that's testing out like the jerk machine. It's got the little pocket. You can drop your dong in there. It's a plane. You drop right in. Maybe they make a little connection. A love connection. You could call it the love connection. The NASA love connection. I'm going to coin that. Write that down. NASA love connection.
Negative. Not writing that down.
Do that. Well, you never know. You could need something like that. But how
about just for everyday life?
But is everyday life
it's taxing? It can be pretty taxing on the twig and berries.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure you get some comfy underwear. You can get it out at sheathunderwear.com. Use the discount code 20% off for
just so you know that was
the bar
horrible.
Is open.
That was horrible.
I don't care. But I mean, imagine being off planet and you're like, I need to knock one out, but you can't release everything into the open because a female astronaut.
I mean, just be like Elvis and go in your pants. Wrapped it back around. Yes, I did.
It's called a callback. Good job, honey. Yeah. So go out, check them out. Sheath.com or sheathunderwear.com. Use discount code. The bar is open for 20% off at checkout. Dun, dun, dun.
I wonder about you sometimes.
So do I.
I know.
All good. Extreme golf. All right. So I can't show all the pictures to this. I would absolutely love to, but I'd absolutely get it kicked off fucking the internet or off social media for that matter. So this is a golf course that you actually have to sign a waiver to go golfing on. And there's actually pictures.
Skakusa Golf Club? Where's it at?
Skakusa Golf
Where's it
course.
at?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
So
it's gonna be in like Japan or something.
No.
Florida with
Nope.
Why did my Instagram open? I didn't touch it.
So there are some really graphic pictures about this, but the first picture on it is a giraffe torn apart on the world's wildest golf course.
Is it in Africa?
Where players have to sign a waiver in case they're eaten.
Is it Africa? It's got to be fucking Africa with lions, tigers, and not tigers.
They take a look inside the world's wildest golf course where lions roam free and giraffes are preyed on by hyenas. Whoever said the game of golf was glorified has never been to the Skakusa golf course. So it says the course makes St. Andrews look like a piece of shit. Built in 1972, the world's wildest golf course situated in Kruger National Park, South Africa. For anyone wondering what is actually at the golf course, the company is quick to boast. The rich wildlife sanctuary surrounding the golf course is home to the Big Five, huge variety of birds and countless animals, which all conspire to provide our visitors the harmonious, close to nature golf experience. If you're not familiar with the Big Five, they are lions, leopards, elephants, buffalo, and rhinoceros.
Raider says if it's got a golf course, it's Africa.
Africa. One unfortunate giraffe was torn apart in the early morning kill when 4 lions and a lioness hunted down the herbivore, only for a pack of 20 hyenas to chase them away and eat it.
That's a dog-eat-dog world.
Right? Fuck. What happened here was 4 young... we don't need to get into that. I already said it. Obviously, we had players who wanted to tee off, but we had to hold them off until they were done.
I think that would have made me reevaluate my need to play on that golf course. Sorry, we have a dead giraffe from an animal attack. We're going to need to clean it up first.
Yeah, by the time... No, you just leave it there, man.
I'm good.
By the time the officials arrived...
Oh, they left it. They
arrived, the hyenas and vultures had devoured most of the giraffe, and 12 hours later, there was basically nothing left.
That's insane.
Fortunately for the giraffe, this isn't a rare occurrence on the course, with Jean dubbing this stretch of the green the world's wildest course.
Giraffes could do a lot of damage with their like headbutts and stuff.
It's only 20 pounds, so that's about like maybe say less than $30 for 18 holes there.
Yeah, I hope your life insurance up to date.
Think about that. Like you're golfing.
Yeah.
You can line up, shoot a fucking hyena. What if you had like golf balls that were like little mini explosives, but you have to hit them very specifically?
I mean, I think that's kind of probably like
you hit it.
Your golf game's going to suffer badly from those because you're going to have to
rushing your shots.
Yeah, well, you're rushing your shots and you're losing your balls.
Your shots.
You're losing your balls, so you got to like increase your numbers.
Yeah, do you go down to like the water if like something?
Shit, no.
Like I don't know. Are there crocodiles in South Africa? Probably, right?
He left with 2 arms. Yeah, they also have hippos.
Oh, well, fucking those things will just eat
He left with 2 arms. He played golf in Africa and came home with 1 arm.
What's his name from fucking Happy Gilmore? Where I can't Chubbs McGee. Just telling you. PSL is back.
So it's that time of year.
Oh, you want to do your pumpkin?
Do you want me to do my? Well,
yeah. So PSL. Yeah, you got it.
So it's that time of year. So yesterday, Starbucks brought back their PSL menu.
You guys know what that is.
So they're
you know what that is.
Really, it's PSM because it's their pumpkin spice menu.
Pumpkin spice lattes.
So Starbucks released its menu of fall signature drinks, including the pumpkin spice latte. The popular drink will return to Starbucks yesterday. It has, along with a pumpkin cream cold brew, a pumpkin cream cheese muffin, and scone. This is the 19th year that the latte will be the top star of their fall menu. So you know what that means. It's time to pull out your scarves and your boots. Not really, because it's still and humid, but
it's gross here. It's fucking gross here.
But they do have they're bringing back their apple crisp macchiato. What's a macchiato?
Something with caffeine. I have no idea.
But it says is.
I think I've had one before, but I don't know.
And it's made with creamy oat milk. Interesting. And then I know it has blonde espresso in it, but I don't know, is it bitter? Is it sweet?
I understand having a dairy intolerance, but
maybe the oat milk makes it.
Is oat milk?
Maybe it adds to the flavor.
That's oatmeal milk.
Yeah. It probably adds to the flavor of the spices and stuff because it's, I don't know.
How do you make,
soak it and squeeze it, same way you make almond milk. Soak the almonds and squeeze it. What's going on with you?
All of a sudden I got the hiccups. I don't know. I'm like
So the pumpkin cream cheese muffin, pumpkin scone, and owl cake pops were available for a limited time.
Nico said, time to take out the pumpkin spice lube.
Mm-hmm. I mean, as long as it tastes good, I guess. But wonder if they'll sell that. They should sell that.
We get cans of pumpkin puree for the dogs. Just put a little bit in the food. Can we just use that?
No, pumpkin puree. That's what we have.
I'm saying we get that for the dogs. Can we just use that?
Wait, what?
Lube.
No, I'm not. Oh, gross. No. Well, I guess maybe you could add some coconut oil. Oh, yeah, probably still not. Still not good for your privates. That shit has to be special. But then also Dunkin' is got its fall lineup as well. So they have two new menu items: blood orange Dunkin' refresher served over ice with tart cranberry and bright blood orange flavor. Celine would probably love that.
Okay.
And then a nutty pumpkin coffee, which combines the Dunkin's original blend iced coffee with a pumpkin spice swirl, hazelnut flavor, shot, and cream.
It's too much fucking work, man. How much is that thing going to cost? Because like an iced coffee costs, even at Dunkin' Donuts now, it's like
at Dunkin' Donuts, get a medium pumpkin cream cold brew or medium pumpkin spice signature latte for $3.
Pumpkin spice latte.
But Dunkin's always cheaper than Starbucks.
Get a medium Cumster spice latte.
All right, my feel good. Because I'm celebrating the pumpkin spice latte is back. My feel good is about a man who grew a pumpkin for 5 years. That weighed. You
don't say.
He said the Nebraska power plant worker floated 38 miles down the Mississippi River in an 846-pound pumpkin in an effort to sail past the Guinness World Record of 25 miles.
He just floated that bitch down the river.
He did, but I love the picture.
For how long?
I believe I read 5 years.
Grew a pumpkin for 5 years and he floated it down the.
Yeah. Well, what else are you going to do with it? Yeah, it's been a 5-year journey to get this pumpkin that's big enough.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay. All right. So I love him. He's 60 years old, power plant.
Oh, he's in the fucking thing.
Yeah, he's in it. What's this doing?
Okay. There you go.
But I love that he's got jorts on and he's got a Busch beer.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. He says he wouldn't do it again because it was rough. Says his knees really hurt by the time he got out.
You're sitting in a pumpkin, dumbnut.
And it's the SS Berta is the name of the pumpkin. And I think his wife named it. But so that's my feel good. Yeah. He broke the world record, the Guinness World Record of floating down a river in a pumpkin.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess there's things that you want to do. And he said he actually got inspired to do this when he went to a pumpkin
patch
festival.
When he was 6.
And talked to the guy who originally had the original
record. Of it.
Mm-hmm. So.
You know.
Yeah, he said he got the idea
to
capture the world record after he attended a pumpkin growing seminar in Oregon and met a previous record holder.
Womb, come on, bro. He said, I've been known to cause a tummy ache or two. He's got like 11 kids, so all good.
I can't even. All right, what's your feel good?
My female? What the fuck? My feel good is I met this guy, Kevin Green, today. We talked for an hour or so. I'm going to have him on the show on Saturday. The show will come out
on Monday.
Well, I'm going to record the show on Saturday. It'll come out on Monday. He's gone through some pretty crazy shit in his life. And I'm not talking. I'll just put it this way. He got hit by a fucking truck.
He's overcome a bunch of shit.
Like figuratively, or not figuratively, literally got hit by a truck.
Yeah.
Right. And we're going to talk about his kind of life coming back to recovery and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. The dude. Yeah. So that was my feel good getting to meet him today. So shout out to you, Kevin the Maverick, his boxing name. Really cool dude to meet first time. You can check him out. You can go follow his stuff. Look up Kevin the Maverick. Dude's pretty interesting. So that was feel good. Entertainment.
I do got to pop off for real, or if they're just going to burn.
Okay, real quick. We'll just run through a couple
I'm
things.
like,
Netflix, he got trucked up, dude. He was walking down the street and got smashed by a truck.
Get it?
Yeah.
Instead of effed up, trucked up.
I get it. You try it. You fronting on me?
I'm fronting on you.
Chucking me?
I know you.
Turn off your headlights.
All right.
So
also the AC.
Netflix, real quick. Running with the Devil, the John McAfee story, dude. That guy was out of his fucking mind. If you want to watch it, it's like an hour and 30 minutes long. It's definitely worth watching. It's all kind of behind the scenes shit. It's on Netflix. I didn't realize how fucking batshit crazy that dude was. Is he batshit crazy? I'm not really sure because he was always into like, dude, he was like doing bath salts and all this crazy shit. Go check that out. And then the other one is the Florence Cassez affair. And it's this French girl. It's down in Mexico. Do not ever get arrested in Mexico. Well, number one, don't get arrested in Mexico. Kind of note to fucking self, right? If you do have enough money to pay off people. But the other thing is like, don't get arrested in Mexico, in like Mexico City, and wind up in like prison.
Okay.
This chick, it was a kidnapping scandal, but it was from like the president down.
Okay.
So it's a really interesting kind of 6-part thing, pretty quick.
It's like a true crime kind of thing.
Yeah, true crime. Well,
yeah.
it's like all the behind
story or whatever.
So we all know Mexico's
documentary.
fucked up. Yeah, documentary.
Okay.
So today in history, real quick, Princess Diana died today.
And people are
a whole bunch.
People
of
are angry that
Meghan Markle
came out today with this article. They're trying. The theory is that she's trying to.
She's coming out of hiding.
She's trying to pull people away from what this date is to the important people.
Nobody's
of England.
ever gonna remember Meghan Markle.
Yeah, I don't.
She's gonna like Harry's gonna divorce her. And
maybe.
Yeah, fucking, he's divorced.
All right, so it's
real quick, shortly after midnight. August 31st. I remember exactly where I was. It's kind of like JFK for my mom. Like I remember I was sitting in a grocery store.
My girlfriend called me. She was so upset. And I was like, what?
So Diana, Prince of Wales,
because it was a Saturday,
affectionately known as the People's Princess, dies in a car accident or car crash in Paris in the tunnels. Remember? She was 36. Her boyfriend, she was only 36.
She was young.
When you think about that. 97.
She's the age her son is now.
So she'd be like 52 right now. 54. She'd be like your age almost.
She's the same age as her son is now.
Not nuts. So the Egyptian-born socialite Dodi Fayed and the driver of the car, Henry Paul, died as well. So again, sad shit. Megan, who exactly, DJ?
Yeah.
We will catch you guys back Friday, 2 nights, 2 sleeps from now.
2 sleeps. Stupid.
We love you.
Love you guys.
Thank you so much. I'll have more of the shit dialed in. We'll get everything kind of fixed.
Seems
do
like
an intro.
Fine.
We'll actually do an intro the next time.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think that's where you need to figure out. But all right, guys.
Love
you so much.
Have a great
great rest of the week, and we'll talk to you on Friday.
You got it. Catch you later. Cheers.